Hello, everyone. Feng Shui Friday with Anita and Cheryl. Look at those cute little glasses. Festive for the holidays. We are all in alignment with Anita and Cheryl, creating sacred spaces, coming to you live every Friday. And we just talk about all things Feng Shui
Mm.
using the Personal Paradise card deck from Tara Catherine Collins, founder, brilliant lady
Yes,
the Western School of Feng Shui.
very cool. And you had your radio voice on there. It was quite fun to listen to you.
Oh, yeah, my cold radio voice.
Your
Yeah.
cold radio voice coming to you live.
Mhm.
Well, greetings and salutations to everyone whenever you're joining us, whether it is live on YouTube or replay on Facebook or replay on YouTube. Holiday greetings to everyone. If you celebrate and if you don't, great day. It's all good. It just is. And energy just is. What we love to talk about is whatever inspiration comes out of the deck. So Anita is going to pull a card. I'll pull a card. Mine already flew out.
Okay, well,
We
mine
can,
didn't, so you might as well start with
yeah,
yours then.
we'll start with this one and we'll give you some tips. So it's a beautiful card deck that blew out, or a card. It is the number 5 card, flowers. And I think for many people, flowers, especially this time of year, brings up mixed emotions. And I say that with very clearly, my spouse's mom was not a fan of getting flowers, like a bouquet or something like that delivered to the house. Doesn't matter if it was for Christmas or birthdays or anything, because they'll die. They wouldn't continue to live. Yet, energetically, energy doesn't ever die, it just changes shape. So when it comes to flowers, understand that enjoy the moment, right? So for me, it's to bring the thought, the emotion, the person into the present moment, whether it was sent because of appreciation or celebration or whatever the case may be. So flowers this time of year, I think, my personal preference, um, I love fresh. When it comes to the season, I love the fresh greenery. So if you can get some boughs and some of the Christmas arrangements, they'll likely have some red carnations or white carnations in the arrangement with them, and they last a long time. But it's that fragrance that is emitted from those fresh branches that just, oh, can fill a space with just crisp and beautiful energy. You have to remember to water them. They do need moisture. So now, amazing, my partner has this incredible background and owned a flower shop for a long time, and she's exceptionally knowledgeable. And I know she is a better person to give a 20 is plenty tip when it comes to flowers and your home over the holidays. Anita.
Well, I mean, if you do get flowers over the holidays or you treat yourself when you're working with cut flowers, so maybe you just are at the grocery store and you pick up a bundle, that they quite often have there.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you want to check for the freshness. If the store has put them by the produce department, chances are those flowers are not going to be as fresh because the ethylene gas produced by the fruit and vegetables actually help, the flowers die quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So check them for freshness. A lot of times it's just a little pinch on the top, whether it's a rose or a carnation. Um, or a chrysanthemum or something like that, just check for the freshness. If it feels a little bit firm, you're good to go. If it feels a little soft or soggy, or a little petal falls off, check the leaves underneath. If they're starting to go brown, those are all indications that they might not be as fresh. So you can kind of root through them a little bit, find the freshest bundle. Then when you get them home, you want to use a warm water. People always say to me, warm water? I thought I was supposed to use cold water for flowers. I go, well, do you like having a cold shower or a warm shower? right?
Valid.
Uh, and so cold water actually has more air molecules than warm water. So what happens when you use cold water is those air molecules go up the stem and they get stuck.
Mm.
And then that causes your flower to die earlier because it's not getting the water uptake, right? Makes sense.
Perfect sense.
So warm water and cut them with a knife, not scissors. Scissors kind of crushes, the outer layer of the cells that actually uptake water. So when you can, just use a knife. Careful not to cut yourself, and then put your flowers in warm water. So
Mm, I
yeah,
love it.
and you're absolutely right, Cheryl. I mean, um, flowers are so nice this time of year when we
Mhm,
don't have that beauty, because part of practicing feng shui is to have an environment that is aesthetically pleasing, that lifts us up, that makes us feel good, that, surrounding ourselves with beauty and the beauty of nature. There's nothing quite like it when you're connecting to something that's living, that is growing or that has grown. And it's just providing this beautiful, whether it's the scent or the color, or maybe the flower reminds you of someone.
mhm,
My mother has just transitioned and got her angel wings. We picked out flowers that we're going to be putting together, and they're all vibrant, happy flowers
mhm.
that, represented her. And flowers, I'm going to tell you, are for the living. Okay?
Yes.
Flowers are for the living. People say, oh, like you said, I don't like flowers because I got so many when so and so passed away, blah, blah, blah. It reminds me
Mhm,
of, but you know what? Just flip your thinking, right? Try to find the positive in that and say, you know what? That's a beautiful representation of life.
yes.
And flowers represent the cycle of life. They really do. They help us to consider that part of us that is natural, that is like nature, and that there is this beautiful cycle of life.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Thank you for sharing that.
yeah.
It's so relevant this time of year. There's lots of people that don't even celebrate the holidays because someone had transitioned, like Gigi, um, during this time of year, and they have a really tough time. So I love how you've put together that the flowers have that representation of life. And I'm 100% sure that's why this card came up.
Probably.
Probably.
Probably. And again, going back to that tip, right? 20 is
Mhm,
plenty.
mhm.
If you have living plants in your house,
Yes.
this is a
Yes.
great time of year to, cut off any dead leaves, to do not transplant them, right? They're kind of having a little rest period right now. Do not transplant them. Water them less because they are kind of having a little sleep, right? Don't
Mhm.
don't water. If you overwater your plants, they're gonna die.
Yep.
Um, you can take a little bit of new soil and do what's called top dressing them,
Mhm.
right? So you just take a little bit of the soil that's on the top, take it off, put a new little layer, half an inch or something of
Mhm.
new soil. That will get them ready when it comes time in another month when they kind of wake up and start
Mm,
growing again.
I
Um,
love that. I love
mhm.
that. And if you do happen to have flowers or a plant that is dead, please let it go. Let it go
Yep.
back to nature and do part of that cycle that Anita was talking about. Within
Hmm.
the last 2 weeks, I've been in businesses that had dead plants and in a home that had a big dead plant. And the
Hmm.
first thing, even though it's not my place, unless I'm invited in to make a comment, it's like, okay, I'm not going to say much about anything else, but that dead plant's got to go.
Right. Yeah, because it's depleting the energy. It's not
Correct.
uplifting, right? it makes you, it's
Yeah,
energy down, energy up, energy down, energy
exactly.
neutral.
Perfect. So
Again,
I think
that's
20
how
is
that
plenty.
works.
Beautiful. 20 is plenty. Tip for 20 minutes, set a timer, look at the living plant material in your space.
Mhm.
Does it need a little bit of attention? Does it need a little less attention? Is it in a cold, freezing, drafty area that it's probably maybe not liking with the weather we're getting right now? Have a quick view. Doesn't take much. And as Anita said, if you've got some dead leaves and branches on it, gently trim them off.
Mhm.
So, what's your card, my friend?
Well, the card I got is number 53, Knowledge and Self-Cultivation.
Wow, I think we just did all that.
Yeah, we just gave you a whole bunch of knowledge. But I want to just read it. So there is a knowledge and self-cultivation area in your home,
Mhm.
and it's to the left of your door, right? So it's to the left of your front entrance. And it says you want to enhance that area or freshen it up or, shift the energy, the chi around when you want to improve your study uh, habits or improve the assimilation of information, when you want to enrich your counseling or any self growth activity, and enhance when you want to cultivate wisdom and
Mm.
peace of mind. Hmm.
Well, peace of mind right now, I think, would be
Yeah.
high on the list for a
Yeah.
majority of people, but that's
And
my opinion.
and you can enhance with images of wise and accomplished people.
Hmm.
You can enhance with books or quotes on meditate, on different wisdom,
Hmm.
inspiration, um, pictures of quiet places, mountains, scenery that evoke that feeling of peacefulness.
Hmm.
And so, this is that time of year when things can get a little bit hectic, and we could all use a little extra landing place of adding some peace in our
Mm,
environment.
I agree. And so for a 20 is plenty tip, looking at that area. So as Anita said, and I'm going to show you on the Bagua, this is the knowledge and self-cultivation. So when you're standing at your front door or any door to any space, what's in the area to your immediate left? Yes, left. I had to think about that for a
Yeah.
minute. I'm holding the card talking one way, and um, what is in that space? What is in that area of your home, the overall area of your home or that room? Especially if you're finding that you're stuck, that maybe your studies and your classes for those that are students and you just wrapped up the semester aren't going as well. What can you do to adjust that space and the energy in that space? And I really like that it talked about peaceful. It was peace of mind.
Mhm.
Um, Maybe just even if you've got the space, depends on your place and your home. Great place for a reading chair or a little area for that's comfortable where you'd like to sit and read and absorb that knowledge. But I think also being open to
Mhm.
perspectives, different perspectives, comes into play there as well. So I kind of got sidetracked on what the 20 is plenty tip is, didn't I?
I just had a little insight with the
Mhm.
two cards today, right?
Mm,
And we are nearing the end of this calendar year.
yes.
Uh, we're not quite yet ending the Chinese calendar year. We still have another 6 weeks or so for that. However, it is kind of a normal routine or habit for a lot of people this time of year where they start to contemplate what they want to accomplish in the new year.
Mhm.
They set their goals, they, maybe do some journaling, do some planning,
Mhm.
and, that all ties into knowledge and self-cultivation. And so these two cards today might be inviting us to take the time to do that, to sit in an area where there is natural beauty around you, just
Mhm.
like plants, right? So that they feed you, they fuel you,
Mm.
they make you feel calm, relaxed, and peaceful. And just taking that time to set some of those plans in motion.
Mhm. I like that. And today being the new moon is
And
perfect
yes,
opportunity to do that. And then we're right in the midst of winter solstice coming up in 2 days. So there's a lot of energy about future and progress and
setting the
rebirth
intention.
and
Yeah.
paying attention to all the energy that's going on around you as well. So I love the idea. Take a spot, take 20 minutes. If you can find 20 minutes, designate 20 minutes to sit down and relax and take a couple deep breaths. Maybe even if it's warm enough outside in nature, if you need to, take that few minutes and contemplate what do you want to bring into your life, because this is energetically the perfect time of year and the perfect days of the month of December for 2025, that is, to do all of those things, because it's not
Mhm.
always that predictable that the new moon and solstice are that close together.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hmm.
So taking advantage of that energy. So while we get there, I'm going to grab my book, Double Digitology, because the numbers in my math, and I'll have my partner correct it because sometimes that's not correct, is number, I get four,
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't remember what your card number was.
five.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's a 4.
Okay, so we're
Five
going to
and
check
an
out the
8.
meaning of four, which just happens to be my favorite number.
5 and an 8. So, and it's all about foundation. And what did we just talk about, right?
Yep,
Yeah, you
exactly.
can't make this stuff up. It always just flows together.
Okay, so the four must be in balance because physically it is not. So when you look at the shape of a number four, it's kind of standing and it's got a little majority leaning one way and a little wing leaning a little bit the other way. When that structure feels out of sync, you get to look at the habit of putting too much structure into process, and that is actually holding you back from starting a project. After all, structure and organization are a good thing, but too much of a good thing can slow the process down. Guilty as charged. Four is very, very practical, disciplined, requires organization and structure, about focus. An energy of acknowledging that power-filled focus that is requiring structure, and it's about paying attention to the details, yet guards against getting caught in the minutia of that. So when we were talking about taking the 20 minutes and thinking about what you want, focus on the what you want, tap into the feelings of why you want it. So maybe it's abundance, but what does that abundance bring you? What is the emotion behind that? If you can narrow it down to that emotion and focus on that emotion, the steps will unfold. How would you like to wrap that up, my partner?
Well, I think that was just a beautiful little summary. And um, yeah, you know what? We are when we see you next, we will already be past the Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an opportunity for us to wish you all, a happy, peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
filled holiday season. And we will see you next Friday for Feng Shui
Feng
Friday
Shui
with
Friday.
Anita and
Cheryl, which will
Cheryl.
be the last one for 2025.
Wow.
And surprisingly enough, it will be episode 250.
Oh, cool.
Have a great time spending time with your family and friends, or if you're by yourself, that's okay too. You can also be happy. It's a choice.